I'm all right. How have you been?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
You got to get in. We've got to get in. Like we like each other. Like we've missed each other. Like it's been a while. I am here with the one and only Kalle Sauerland of Misfits Pro of Wasserman
Mfpro.
Boxing.
Mfpro.
MF.
Mfpro.
So why are you abbreviating it to MF?
Just it's a very big distinction to Misfits. So
Okay.
same stakeholders, or very similar, but it is entirely different. Entirely different sport that is promoting. One is crossover boxing, and one is boxing, and this is traditional boxing. And we just want to go have a very clear differentiation between the two.
I remember when Misfits started, and you said that you were going to get into professional boxing. That was something that you always spoke about. It was always on the cards, and we are here.
Here we are,
and it's happening with two huge names.
It's a good first event, isn't it?
Of course it is.
It's not a bad.
I'm not arguing with that.
And we got a few more announcements coming up in the next few days as well. So it's exciting times. Misfits, now Mfpro.
MF.
Let's see where the story goes. There's other combat sports that we'll be going to in the future as well. Maybe not so distant future.
Interesting. What I like is the fact that this fight started off as a rumour. It was Sauerland brothers, Wasserman are promoting Chisora versus Wilder on Sky Sports. Then there was a bit of a hoo-ha, contract this, maybe not, whatever. And then we saw you all come together like one happy family, sort it out, and now it's on DAZN.
Well, boxing is an interesting thing because there's always, it's not a league. It's not something that you can plan. Now, what is
Educate
that?
a fool.
So when you get a fight like this,
yes,
it's not aligned to any broadcaster. We have a fantastic broadcast relationship with DAZN on Misfits, but we didn't have any with Mfpro. So we spoke to the market, and Sky Sports were very aggressive and loved it, and they put down a fantastic offer. And late in the race to sign those rights, DAZN surfaced, and their management team, Ed McCarthy in particular, was instrumental in sort of muscling it over the line. And I think the fact it was global for us, we had a really good back-to-back broadcast with Sky in the States, big platform in the States, but this sort of ticked all the boxes we needed. The numbers were the right numbers, and also painted a picture for the future for us. So, saying too much, but there's more news to come, so more fights. So it's going to be very interesting.
You've been in boxing for a while, very experienced. You see the playing field. We've got new players coming into it. We've got Dana White with Zuffa Boxing. I think they're on Paramount at the moment. We've got several different broadcasters. MVP has now signed up with Sky Sports for the UK broadcast. DAZN with yourself, BBC. How do you see the horizon? When you look at boxing, when you take a step out and you look at boxing, you see all the different promotional companies, you see all the different broadcasters. Yeah. What do you see for the future?
Well, I'll be entering my fourth decade in boxing, not so long now, in promoting boxing.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of broadcasters come and go. I've seen promoters come and go. I think that competition is great because it keeps us all on our toes.
All right.
It gives fans a choice. That means fans get more interested in the sport. They invest in the sport. You have, the fans' interest. That's where also the fans got no interest. We got no jobs, right? So, that part. I think to have people like Nick Khan, Dana, developing a league, what it looks like, but no one actually knows what it really is yet. So I wouldn't shoot anything down until. I can shoot something down. I've seen what they've done with their first show. I totally understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to make it that feel about it, that it's about a brand and to have great fights on it. And hey ho, it's a free country and a free world, and they can do what they want. And I think I do think there's some look. These are very clever guys, yeah. Very, very clever guys. They'll have thought out that concept back to front. They'll have played devil's advocate with it. They'll have looked through it and they've looked at where the faults could be. They'll have analysed it, and ultimately, it's a great it's a great group of people doing it. So I'm not going to criticise it until I've seen what they're doing. Even then, I'm not going to criticise it because that's their business and I have my business. And Eddie, Frank, Oscar, whoever, they all have their businesses, you know. I've gone many different paths: World Boxing, Super Series, Super 6, Misfits, Mfpro now, the sale to Wasserman 5 years ago. There's lots of different parts of my career. You know, some of them worked out, some of them didn't work out. Some of them were great, some of them weren't so great. It's the way life goes.
I like that attitude that you've got towards it. You have quite a relaxed attitude towards it. So what is going to happen with the Wasserman fighters? Are they going to be amalgamated?
That's something that time will tell.
Keen to know,
but I'm not in a position to say just yet.
So we have to wait patiently for that one.
Not too patient. We won't have to wait too long.
We like it.
Next few weeks.
Oh, interesting. So more press conferences, more announcements.
Absolutely, in the traditional space, which is lovely.
And will you be sticking with DAZN or will you be branching out?
Again, you're pushing. But you're good. You're good.
I'm so. You know what it is? I love the sport,
yeah,
and I love the evolution. You know, I supported Misfits from the beginning. It's changing, it's evolving, and I'm all for that.
There's not a day in my career that hasn't been, to some degree, exciting. When I say exciting, that can also mean terrible days. But it's never a normal day, right? It's never a normal. You know, there's always the abnormal in boxing, and that's why boxing sells. That's why people are interested. That's why, you know, the video channels have picked up on boxing over the years and made it this hugely interesting sport to follow outside of fights.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to Frank before, like back in the day, there were probably even better stories, but they weren't reported. And I think the difference between why boxing performs for the likes of Talk Sports, Sky Sports News, the big platforms in this country, is because there are storylines in between. In football, players go off, you don't hear from them, and you just see them. They're not allowed to talk. Whereas in boxing, we're very much
open.
Well, we obviously try to keep some secrets. It very, very badly usually.
Yeah. Boxing is kind of like the worst kept secret.
Let's face it, it's food,
just like this fight, for example.
It's food for social media, but we live off that, and it's one cycle. I'm not going to say I'm a big fan of social media, but it is what it is.
Is Deontay Wilder going to sign as an MF fighter?
I think at this stage of his career, we're looking at it, you know, fight to fight.
Potential finale.
There are certain requirements after this fight, but you know, I'll leave it at that. It's not that, you know, it's a one-stop shop. We'll sit down afterwards, and there's certain requirements within the agreement. It's obviously a confidential agreement, and we'll take it from there.
Is Mfpro going to sign?
The same with Derek, by the way. So, you know, because my heart is with Derek. I believe it's a 50-50 fight.
You've had Derek before. Derek was your fighter before.
You got to go with Derek. On form, you got to go with Derek. But we all know that Deontay Wilder is an absolute top caliber performer as well. And,
but is he what he was?
This is what we'll find out. April the 4th, Easter weekend.
Is MF going to sign any more fighters?
Week by week, you'll be seeing them.
I'm looking forward to it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen,
out there. Thank you
Kalle
very
Sauerland,
much.
press conference time. Always a pleasure.